Welcome back to Rock and Rattle Retreat, where we are building an off-grid house. So we are building up now. We've gotten the foundation done, or should I say the footers in this one, and the foundation walls, which is coming up. So we're going down, we've dug down as far as we're going, now we're building it up. The problem is, we're on a mountain, and digging is not easy. And where does all that water go? So all the concrete's done. And here is the view. Yeah, there's no view. Canadian wildfires, smoke haze came down and blocked our view. So, we're on the south garage corner, taking off the top layer, because we need to dig a trench. So I'm trying to get the rocks off the top to see if there's any difference between what's going down. And the poor little Kubota's having trouble digging down. But we can scrape the top off. So that's the center island out there for our turnaround. The problem is we're going to be digging a trench across here, and I don't want to dig a full length or full width trench with this original bucket we got here. But we do have a pin on, well, it was a pin on. Now we have the attachment to pull one pin off and pull the bucket off from BX Expanded and their trenching bucket. So instead of having to pull two pins out of that bucket and then put two pins back in and all the nuts and screws and bolts and stuff, you just pull a pin out, it slips off, put the pin back in, put the linch pin on that side, hold it in there, and there we got a trenching bucket now. So we don't have to dig as wide of a trench, and outriggers go down. Time to dig a trench. So we're digging a trench across the driveway to put in a pipe. So when the gutters get water in them, they'll go down the gutter, down the drain pipe, and then through this pipe over to the center island, at least this corner. And the water doesn't go travel across the driveway or back into the footer drains. We're getting some big rocks out of this driveway. So you can see the wife there picking up rocks. She is going to use all these rocks that she's picking up. We're going to mortar them onto the outside of the concrete wall there. So we have natural concrete rocks on the outside of the concrete foundation walls. And of course we get a rainstorm that is coming off the awning above us. There's the awning. And we didn't get any more footage of this. Here's the downspout. The downspout goes into this, and it goes across the driveway over there into the center island, and hopefully gets all sucked down in there, because that is mostly big rocks in here. Another one we were working on is this one on the side of the house. There's two gutter drains going down, and it's going to go across the driveway down there along with the other items. Here's the other side of the house with two more drains for the gutters. It's going to go across in front of this side garage, which is the north garage, down here to a T. It also goes right and left. Left is what we put in. It goes across the parking area basically here, and daylight's over here next to the shed, and it's all downhill to the right down there. The one that goes down to the right goes to the back footer drains, and the other drains back there, and daylight's out where those are. Here we've had it backfilled. Well, as much rock as we have backfilled. We still need more crusher run to backfill into here, the front of the house. And we go to the other side. And here we have the sewer drain and the footer drain going out, and then on the other side of this little wall we have the drains for the downspouts, which has been backfilled. Okay, next project. See this rock? Going to the corner of the garage behind. It needs to be removed. Yeah. We're going to blow it up. And blow it up. And different views of the blow up. And blow it up some more. There was a lot of drilling going on, setting charges. Once we got quite a few of these charges done, I picked up all the rocks that I could. There's still a lot of cracks in that rock. And you'll see me swatting around once in a while. That is due to gypsy moths. Or they've now been termed spongy moths. We have an infestation of them up here on the mountain. And that was two-wheel drive. And you can tell that's a steep bank going up. Put it in four-wheel drive and the backhoe is dragging. Come on, pick it up. Come on, up we go, up we go. There we go. We are going to get up here and set up so we can see if we can take any more of this rock out, because it's not done yet. We are trying to get a conduit in through that area, because over to the right side of the view there you can see the wood for the flooring. Well, the propane tank is going right in that little nook right there. So we need a conduit to go over to the propane tank. So when we actually get this installed, we can pull the pipe through the propane tube through the conduit over to where we want to put it into the house. Downside of a BX25 is you got to turn the seat around. And you got to be off the seat to turn it around. And then you got to step up on the back to get up there. And off we go. Alright, what can we get off of here? A lot of screeching of that metal on. Oh, there we go. Metal on rock. Screech, screech, crunch, crunch. But we did get a good chunk off there. Still need to get around that corner. Not on this rock. Don't want the conduit rubbing up against the rock and breaking through it, and then breaking through the propane line. Now if I can't get it down to where I want it, the excavator still has his hammer up here, at least during this time. If you've been following the gate videos, you've already seen him take the hammer off the mountain. But at this point in time, the hammer is still on the mountain. Let's see if we get any more rock off of this. Oh. And there goes the wife for another rock. We are not hurting for rock up here. It's another YouTuber that says you can't dig 6 inches down without hitting rock. Well, still blowing it up. We can't dig an inch before we hit a rock. And this is what we've been doing. Drilling holes. And if you haven't seen it before, this takes time to drill holes. Because you drill a partial hole, change the bit, trying to keep those bits cooler. The cooler they are, the longer they last. And then blow out the hole so you don't have as much stuff in the hole to fight with, for the bit to fight with, to warm up on. And drill some more. So I normally drill to the count of 10, change the bit, blow it out, drill it some more. These things get hot. It's a lot of stone dust.
Fire in the hole!
And then we can load them up.
Hole. Fire in the hole!
8 cracks. You can see how much that shook that mountain. Shook it right up that ledge. Here's the back of the house. That is the pipe conduit we're using for the propane. Getting around that corner and going over to that corner. All the pieces of rock that the wife didn't take, we threw into the hole because it's still got to be filled in some more. So that's pretty much what we're doing here. Okay, let's get the pipe out of here so we can, because there's a whole lot of rock in there in the back. So we're going to take some of that and put it over those rocks. Try to smooth out that whole big rock pile back there that's up against the house. Yeah, we're going to have to put some more in there, but I want to get it down a bit so that the drain for that, here's the conduit for the propane, goes out and goes over to where the propane tank is going to be sitting. Then we put some fabric down, put some rock on top of it, put more rock on top of it. There is the gutter drain. Want to get that down a little further and leveled out so the gutter can drain out. Here we go. We're going over. This is where it drops down. We drop down the gutter drain. Propane is still there. We got more gutter drains there. And we go down, and this is where the propane is going to come out. There's some more gutter drains to the right. And down to the end of the house, and past that is where everything daylights out. That's what's happening to our water. And here's some clouds going across the mountain. If you look close, you can see where we backfilled a lot of the stuff that we had rock for. And around those stairs, around the back. So that's all we have time for this time. Catch us later. Subscribe. Keep track of us. Give us a thumbs up. Leave us a comment. Want to know what you're thinking. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.